Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast, all the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. And today we have a very special guest in studio. I'm very excited about this. Chandler is the culmination of a dream. You didn't know this, Chandler, but you're an answer to a prayer.
Touched.
Feels good. Touch good. Okay, so Chandler is the winner of our Wally Show jingle contest. This was an idea I had, I don't even know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Mm-hmm. Never did it. Could never work it out.
Well, you tried it yourself, and it was...
Yeah.
It was not up to par.
Yeah, no. And so we had other artists do things for us, and that was fun. But I really wanted just a normal person to write a jingle for us. And you didn't have to have any musical abilities whatsoever. And the idea was to fly him to Nashville and go and record it in the studio. And we could just never get it to work out. So finally, We the Kingdom steps up and partners up with us, and Capital CMG partners with us. And before you know it, Chandler is here. So Chandler, you are making my dream come true of seeing this come to fruition.
I'm so glad.
Are you good?
So glad.
Okay, now you were saying earlier that you're nervous because we're going to a nice studio.
No, let me tell the story right.
Please
okay, so
tell
Chandler
it, Rock.
is just out there minding her own business, as confident as she is, and you go out there and you're just like, now, Chandler, don't be nervous.
No,
and
she
blah, blah,
said
blah,
she
blah,
was
blah.
nervous.
And then you go, and Chandler, there's no reason to be nervous. You're putting your negativity on her.
I'm trying to
Speak
set her at
life.
ease.
Speak life, sir.
I don't know. I
apologize, Chandler. I'm going to be doing that a lot. So buckle up.
Speaking life?
Yeah, no, apologizing. So don't be nervous. And
Thank you.
and so we're gonna meet up with the band, and we're gonna go to the studio, and we're gonna record your jingle. Now I'm hoping that they will be inspired, and that they will, because we're gonna do it a cappella. But I'm hoping that maybe they'll be like, oh, hey, let's jump in here and play some music along with you and kind of punch something up a little bit. So I don't know. I don't even know what it's gonna be, but I'm very excited.
Now, Chandler, what is your musical experience?
So I am a songwriter.
Okay.
And I play piano and guitar. I started taking piano lessons when I was like 6, I think.
Okay.
And then kind of got into songwriting like pretty young, more seriously as a teenager.
Sure.
And so now I pitch songs online and the publishers say pass.
Yeah,
But then I
that's the
pitch to the
business.
Wally Show and Wally knows.
That's right. I
So-
know.
You
I
said
can
yes.
I can spot talent. I still haven't nailed it with co-hosts yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my fear.
Hey, I'm good in broadcasting, if you're
you
looking.
do?
So
Nice.
She's going to start
Yeah, you
analyzing.
probably
Okay, so Chandler, I have one thing that I do want to make note of. Be prepared that there's a chance that when you're in the studio, Wally will come up to you and want to take over.
There'll be a
reins, okay?
duet.
I
This
fully
is-
expect.
Yeah, thank you.
Nothing less. from
Right, he
Wally.
doesn't want his thunder stolen.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
So he's bringing his guitar.
I was working on some ideas last night. That is my guitar in
You have
there.
a guitar.
I brought my
to
guitar.
Perform?
It's about Chandler.
No.
And We the Kingdom. It's not about
I
you.
brought my guitar in case Ed is going to play. He would get a kick out of playing this guitar. It's a custom Ed Roland, Eddie Van Halen guitar. And we've talked about it. Like, he would like it.
And then if Ed, someone says, "Oh, Wally, would you like to perform?"
I would probably
play?
pass
Okay.
because
Okay.
yes,
Sure you
no,
will.
You got to stay humble.
Yeah, no. Here's the deal. I have more money than talent. Okay, I'm one of those guys that I was gifted this guitar and it's like an expensive guitar. But I don't deserve that guitar. I know my limitations.
Is it a mirror guitar?
No.
You pose with it?
No, no. I can play it. I was actually just playing it last night. But I'm not a great player. And speaking of nerves, my fingers would cramp up around them. I would just shut down. Or when I've tried to do singing things with them before, I could practice it and nail it, and then I sit in there with them and I just shut down.
Well, I don't know.
So hopefully that won't happen to you. Back to the nerves.
Don't be nervous.
Here's the thing. I do want to talk about this for a hot second with you because this is just what I do. I just talk to people about life stuff. And so I love when you came in and someone had said, hey, did you guys know that she's got a cane with her and she is visually impaired? I said, I had no idea. No idea whatsoever. And here's what I love. So you do the song. And we have all these conversations. We're getting you out here, and it's going to be fun. And nowhere did that ever come up. And I love that. Because it's not necessary for what you're going to do. But sometimes people get defined by that.
Yeah.
And I love that was not even a thought. You're just like, I'm coming out here to do this.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's like the dream situation. So, of course, we'll make it work.
And so, I mean, this we're going to make it work, and it's going to be fantastic. And then, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to go to lunch. and you have your choice between a hole-in-the-wall burger place that may or may not give you some sort of a disease.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not mentioning the name of the
Someone
place.
else needs to be in charge.
But
of
I've
this
heard,
trip.
but I know people that love this place, or Nashville Hot Chicken, Hattie B's, which is like a staple in Nashville. So totally up to you.
It's a tough decision.
I
'Cause
know.
sometimes the holes in the wall,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
true.
the sketchier the better.
Yeah,
You know?
It's
And-
got good reviews on Google too.
Yeah, the
so.
good news for you though is you won't be able to see what you're eating or what it
Exactly.
looks like. So like
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
yeah, you're gonna have such a good time there. The rest of us will be like, oh my lord,
Freaking out, and I'm like, what? What's the problem?
Yeah, everything's fine. We all get shots afterwards, and you're like, this is great.
Like they're so hyper vigilant.
I know, yeah. Why are you guys so freaked out? Everything's fine.
What is the one thing that you're looking the most forward to, and the one thing that you're looking the least forward to?
Of today,
Yeah.
Yes, of today, of the
Oh.
whole journey.
the whole journey.
Mm-hmm.
I think being in the studio, just because the creative process is really fun. And
Yeah.
so I'm
Yes.
excited about that. And just, to be in Nashville in general, I
Mm-hmm.
love Nashville. If I could afford it, I would totally live here, but I can't.
We barely
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, it ain't cheap here.
Yeah, least? Oh, I don't know.
Don't say Wally.
You
That's
could
what
say-
that's
you
what
could say
Betty was
Betty.
priming you for.
No, it would be leaving
Oh.
at the end of
Oh,
the
yes,
day.
you're right.
That's
Correct.
the worst part.
Okay.
That is the worst part.
What are you most
It'll go
nervous
by
about?
too.
Oh, stop it. Are you really nervous about singing in front of them?
I'm generally just an anxious person.
Okay.
I'm calming down. It's better now.
Good.
But this
Okay.
morning I was having a moment. But it's
Oh,
okay.
were you really?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nice.
It's
Is-
just me in general. It could be
Okay.
totally fine, and then all of a sudden my body is like, "Hey, what if we freak out right
Okay.
now? Wouldn't that be fun?"
You know what?
I
That's
think Wally has that problem too.
honestly, that's more useful information than the visually impaired. I got to be honest with you.
It's-
Like all of a
it's
sudden
more
she's
of a
in the
thing.
corner just going nuts. Like
yeah.
Oh gosh.
that's way more beneficial
Well,
to
I
know.
have to tell you this, Chandler. You don't come across that way. You come across as super confident.
Thank
and-
you. Fake it till you make it.
Exactly. That's what we do.
Oh yeah. When we've talked to you after you won the contest, we're like, oh, this chick's great. Like we were all so excited about you coming into town.
I was literally. I said I was shaking on the phone. That was a full truth. That was not lying.
Yeah.
I was like, because I answered the phone, and I was like, "That's definitely Wally talking to me right now.
Yeah.
What's happening?"
I know. I make people shake when they hear my voice, and for all
It's a
the wrong
jump scare.
reasons. Yeah, it really is, honestly. So yeah, you are gonna do fantastic. We're gonna have a good time today, and then hopefully here within the next week or so, we'll be debuting your jingle here on the Wally Show. So yay! All right. With that said, we do need to do a faster cast because we have to go to the studio. I love saying that. I gotta be in the studio. Gotta go to the studio. Gonna be in the studio.
Okay.
That's the thing. I remember back when I was in a band back in the day, you're like, yeah, we're gonna be in the studio recording an album,
But
and
you
no
never
one
went
knew
to
that
a
you were just
legit
paying for it.
studio. Oh, right.
Yeah, like you were self-funding it, and it was in somebody's attic.
Yeah.
You know.
Chandler, have you heard of Heaven's Fire, Wally's band?
Of course,
Yeah.
legendary.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm questioning your taste.
Yeah.
You have no
No,
taste.
she's the best.
I'm playing to my audience.
Yeah,
reading
you're very
the room.
smart.
Reading the room.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
smart. If somebody wasn't messing with this computer right now, VNC'd in,
We would
I
play
would
some
be
Heaven's
playing
Fire.
some.
That's okay. We don't need it.
Yeah, we can't do it. They're trying to fix a problem here. So
If I put it on my computer, I could turn my mic
That's okay. We don't.
towards the speaker
We don't need it.
and
Felt
make
like-
it happen.
This is about Chandler.
it felt like you were setting that up, Rock.
No.
Okay, didn't know.
Let's
Didn't-
move on.
I changed my answer. What I'm least looking forward to is the fact that Heaven's Fire is not playing.
Oh,
Yes, I was.
She's like,
Slowly
I'd rather be
losing
collabing
respect.
with.
You know what I'm gonna do is
Featuring.
I'm gonna open for you. I'm gonna open for you.
Love
so,
it.
Yeah.
And now
Yes.
he's arrived.
Yeah.
He'll make everyone believe.
Yeah, I would. Like, I'm so, like, I get, like, super nervous with musically around people. But even Betty Rock, when we do, like, the karaoke, because she is caught. Okay, here's what I'm going to do for you as a favor. I'm going to keep Betty Rock out of your way when you're
What am I-
working.
I'm not the problem.
No, you are so you're like, yeah, it must be nice to not have any tempo. Must be nice to sing off key. you are so caustic to me.
No, it's because you're so confident.
No, I'm
And then
not.
you
I'm
act like
anything
we need
but.
to practice, and
We
honestly,
do.
You do.
Yeah.
It's not we. I get it on the first try.
You have the easier job, I'll be honest with you. Meow, 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 meow. Like, it's a little easier
Even
than the
you
ukulele.
can't do that right.
I just nailed that.
No, it was a little off.
Yeah, I am going
Little
to.
flat.
I'm going to keep her away from you so that you can focus and you can be in the zone and just crush this. Okay.
All right.
So you brought your mom with you?
Yes, Mom is here. I called her and I said, I'm going to Nashville in 3 weeks. And she said, oh, me too.
I love that.
Thank goodness it was a trip for two. That would have been awkward.
Girls trip.
That's so
yes.
great. Well, all right. Well, we are going to head out of the studio right now. And again, we'll do this in a couple weeks. Or actually, probably next week. So as always, thanks for being a potty.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.